Hi everyone, welcome to the muster drill. I'm Scott and we're going to try to shed some light on all of the COVID testing changes right after this. Hi everyone, welcome back. So the CDC has made some changes to the conditional sale order, and one of those new conditions is moving the testing requirement for the negative testing from 3 days to 2 days, and that's going to be for anyone who's vaccinated and 12 and older. So for children 2 to 11 who obviously can't be vaccinated, they're still going to be 3 days. And the reason for that is they need a PCR test. And obviously the PCR tests take, a little bit longer to get the results. So, they had announced that most of the cruise lines had announced that they would take a negative antigen test. But that, there's some confusion about those negative antigen tests. And so like one of the biggest, confusions about it is these Abbott, home tests, these, I think they're called like Binex Now or something like that or whatever. So, and I'm going to throw some images up on the screen here, to at least show what how the packaging differs a little bit. So there's these two tests, right? So there's one that actually says that it comes in like a 2-pack. You can get it at Walmart, I think, and like CVS and stuff for around $23-25 or so, and it usually has 2 tests in it, and it'll say on it that it's over the counter, so it'll say like OTC on it or whatever. And what that test is for is that test is only if you want to know. That test is not accepted by the cruise lines, by airlines, or any governments. That test does not give you an official, result other than what you can see on the card, and that is not going to be accepted by pretty much anybody. It's not going to be accepted by the cruise lines for sure. So you're going to have to look for this other one that actually says that it's a home test. So I think one of them says like self-test. That's the one that you can't use for the cruise lines. And the other says home test. And then it also, I think, says RX use only on the box versus the other one that says OTC or over the counter or whatever. So it's the other one that said the home test, that's also, again, from Binex Now or whatever, Abbott Laboratories. That is actually done. You download an app onto your phone. I think you can also go to the website or whatever and register. So what that does is you register, you get into a queue. You have to. The other thing I want to back up here, I'm sorry, I'm jumping around here a little bit, but when you buy that test, you cannot open the box. Like there's a seal on the box. You cannot break that seal before you're instructed to do so by the person on the teleconferencing, either in the app or on the website. You're going to get into a teleconferencing, call with somebody at this, laboratory. They're going to instruct you to take the, seal off and to open the box. You're going to take everything out, and in front of them, they're going to instruct you how to swab your nostrils and then put the swab into the card and put the drops and stuff in, and then they're going to they're going to ask you to pan your camera around and things like that and show you different things, and then they're actually going to have you wait. So then they see all that. As long as it's acceptable to them, they say okay, they go off. You wait. There's a counter that comes on the, it counts down on the screen of your phone or your computer or whatever, and then they come back on and they tell you that your result is negative or positive. And if it's negative, then you can actually, like, you get this, you can show it in the app or whatever, and then you can also print out the results and take those with you to the cruise, terminal or whatever, airline, whatever you're doing with it. So, but there's a lot of confusion about that because the boxes look almost the same, and they look very similar. So now I have not been able to find the one that you need to take, the one that has the app, the one that's, quote, medically supervised through this video call that you do. I have not been able to find that at like Walmart or CVS or anything else. There is a website that you can get, and there's a lot of other people who are, a lot of other YouTubers that are talking about this and stuff too. So, but I have not been able to find it like, at Walmart or CVS. So in any event, and there's a lot of confusion about, because like I said, the boxes look very similar, and, it's important that you get the right one if you're going to do the test at home. I recommend you get the test done at like CVS, at a doctor's office or some other thing, and not do the test at home. If you have insurance, your insurance company has, the federal government is compelling the insurance companies to pay for these tests. And if for some reason the insurance company won't pay for the test, then the federal government is supposed to pick up the tab of the test as well. So, that's basically, the update on the testing. So the other thing I wanted to just mention is that, of course we all know that, the hurricane went through New Orleans and, caused a lot of damage there, caused a lot of damage here in the Northeast. So, Bahama Paradise Cruise Line, their small cruise line, sails out of West Palm Beach. They were operating two older ships, an older Costa ship and an older Carnival ship. I believe they got rid of the Carnival ship. I think it was the Celebration or something like that. I think they got rid of that during the whole COVID thing when all the cruise lines were scrapping some of their older ships. And so they were left with this one ship, I think it's the Grand Classica, they call it, or whatever, but it's a former Costa ship. So they have canceled all of their cruises for like the next 60 days or so, and they've entered into a contract to send that ship to New Orleans to house and offer food and beverage services to a little more than 1,500 energy workers who are there to help restore the power grid. So the cruise line was, working with anybody who had a cruise booked so that they could, get those cruises canceled and rebooked or refunds or whatever. So it's awesome that, they've chosen to do that. It's great for those energy workers to have that, that place to stay, since I'm sure that, with the electricity out and everything else, it would be, rather difficult for them to all stay in a bunch of hotels and stuff. So, in any event, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you very much for tuning in. And if you like this video, please click that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to our channels. We're a new growing channel, and your subscriptions would really help us out a lot, and it won't cost you anything. You click the button once and you're done. And don't forget to click the notification bell so that you know every time we upload a new video. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.